Animation Republic of Hawaii. We're here in our Coming Closer to the Community segment with your nomination, the one who is voted the most wanted to see interviewed, Chantelle Sonoda. And hello, Chantelle. Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Hi guys, my name is Chantelle Sonoda, and I am also known as Misaki Tsukimi Cosplay. I have been cosplaying for about 5 to 6 years now, and I can't wait to share what I am with you guys.
All right. So just let's get right into it. How did it first feel when you got into anime, manga, animanga? Can you recall how you first felt when you maybe watched or read it?
The way that I first felt about getting into anime and manga is that I just felt so excited. I can definitely recall that. Did I say something wrong?
No,
Sorry. I can definitely recall that one of my first mangas was actually Sailor Moon, because I love magical girls and transforming. But actually, my first anime was Yu Yu Hakusho and Yu-Gi-Oh! I used to watch them all the time with my cousins, and we used to run around the house trying to shoot beams at each other, or I did a rose whip a few times. I know, right? And then we just play until we got in trouble.
All right. So you mentioned like your childhood experiences. Where did you grow up? And where did you grow up?
I grew up in Kaneohe from the windward side. I've been growing up there my whole life. I spend a lot of my time definitely in town, but I can truly say that I am a local girl from the windward side.
All right. So what kind of lessons stuck out for you when you were growing up? Like, did any of that follow into your hobbies?
The lesson that stuck out to me that definitely influenced me now is don't judge a book by its cover. You can have someone who looks so mean but be the sweetest person all around, and definitely it's something that we should all remember, that why would you judge someone based on looks? Judge someone based on their heart.
So did any of those did you have any like other life experiences where you got that lesson like kind of hit hard, like any people that impacted your life that made you realize that lesson?
Actually, a lesson that I really learned that from was from my third grade teacher, Miss Gomes. Sadly, she actually passed away a few years ago, and I miss her dearly. But she came off to me at first as this very, very strict teacher. But I learned that the reason why she was so hard on me, especially when I was doing sign language a lot, it was just because that she loved and cared about me so much, and I truly need to thank her for that. I know that she's not here right now, but Miss Gomes, I know you're not here, but I know you're watching me from above. I love you so much, and I miss you.
So I know that you mentioned like you like to reenact maybe some of the anime that you saw with your cousins and friends. Did that like lead you to any other like life things, like maybe physical activities that are also hobbies that you like?
Definitely when I was with my cousins, I was very much influenced by a lot of fighting animes. I know, big shocker, right? So definitely, I actually did karate, I did judo, and I did a little bit of jujitsu. But I always used to be very intrigued and inspired by martial arts.
So we always see like a lot. We don't really see that as much from a lot of your cosplays, but did it also lead into any other hobbies like dance or anything like that?
Actually, I've been dancing since I was 5. I started with, it was Drill Team Hawaii, and then after that I went into ballet. I did hula, little bit of ballroom dancing, hip hop. So I love being a very diverse dancer.
All right. So what did it feel like when you first got into, I guess, cosplay? Like when you first saw somebody cosplaying, like, oh, did that get you into it? Is that why you wanted to do it?
Actually, I was going to my first Kawaii-Con a few years ago, and the first day I went, I was just like, okay, there's this thing called cosplay. I'll dress up as a cat.
Yeah.
Like every person does. when they're in trouble. We dress up as kitties because kitties are cute. And as soon as I went to the convention, I saw like all these people who were in like armor and these beautiful dresses and uniforms, all like from anime, and I was just like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have not dressed up as a cat. But I was just so inspired from that moment of just this joy and like this new land for me to experience. So I was definitely excited for what was to come.
Could you recall how it was like how you felt when you first wore your first cosplay?
Okay, well, my first cosplay was Chrome Dokudo from KHR. I actually cosplayed with Archer Yamaki. He was my Ryohei. And I remember that character just being so shy and very meek, and I'm usually like this very outgoing person who was waving to a person over there earlier. And just to portray someone just so different from my usual persona, it felt very interesting, but at the same time I knew that like I could always come back to my usual self.
I understand that like cosplay, it's like causes from the costume and play is like playing out and living out that character. How did it really feel when like you cosplay different characters? How did you come to enjoy that? Like, can you share your experience with the viewers?
Okay, definitely. When I cosplay a character, I love to embody that character. When I do Black Widow, I have to have this very, like how you say, sophisticated, very high class beauty girl kind of thing. But at the same time, I have to be very strong and come off as someone who won't take anything. Compared to Ruby, who is so much like my own personality, I honestly just have to act like myself, and I can just I can run around con. I can do like a cartwheel in my battle skirt, because battle skirts. I can go to Zarly for a cookie, because I want a cookie. And just embodying different characters, it not only helps me understand the character a lot more, but it helps get the person I'm cosplaying across, definitely.
So how did it first feel when you started making more cosplays and everything like that? Like, could you share with us like your crafting experience or sewing or experiences from making your own cosplays?
Okay, so actually, when I first started cosplaying, I bought a few cosplays, but then I started getting into this thing called thrifting. So I actually thrifted my whole Black Widow outfit. I thrifted parts of Elektra, but when it started coming down to it, I wanted to start making my own cosplays. So Saturn was definitely my test, and I treasure her so much, especially with so many experiences she has given me. And just the trial and error process was very interesting and very long, but honestly, when I think about it, I would go through all that again just to learn and improve all the skills I need to make something so much better.
Out of all the cosplays you made, which ones are your favorites?
I have a few favorites. Definitely Black Widow. I've cosplayed her for so many years now, so she's definitely very close to my heart. I also love Ruby Rose. She's just like another person to me. Like she's like my best friend or something. And definitely Saturn. I just made her. She is my baby now, and I treasure her so much.
Actually, mentioning Saturn, that was like your first time working with Warbler, right? How was that experience for working with new materials?
Warbler is definitely a material that it's very interesting to work with, but at the same time, it can be a little bit temperamental. It's a very huge trial and error experience, and I had a lot of help from Monet. Thank you so much. But definitely Warbler, you think that it's like just this huge like sheet of like cardboard looking stuff, but actually when you heat it up, it bends and just conforms to any shape you want it to. So it's just super interesting, and I can't wait for me to actually start getting my hands on transparent Warbler, so I'm excited.
So you mentioned Transparent Warbler. Like, do you have any other future cosplays that maybe you want to mention if it's not too secret?
I'm gonna start working on some of my cosplays very soon. I'm gonna be starting on Owari no Seraph, that cosplay, the military uniform. I also have some battle armor scouts in mind. Well, not scouts, I should say. I should say more actually armored Disney princesses. Shout out to my girls right there. Um, I'm actually working on either Snow White or Coronation Anna, so I'm very excited.
All right. So your experience in cosplay, like, I don't know if you mentioned how long you were into cosplay, but do you feel like it's different than when you were first starting to cosplay now?
Okay. Definitely, it's very different from when I first started cosplaying to up to now. When I first started out cosplaying, it was a very open community. I felt very accepted and welcomed with open arms, and it was very nice and refreshing. But compared to now, I find it a little bit more judgmental, especially with the media right now. Just with everyone promoting body shaming. That's definitely something that we all need to just, be quiet about already, because, why would you judge someone based on their body type? If they love the character, they love the character. Cosplay should be for everyone, not just for that one person who's like, oh, I'm skinny, I can cosplay anything. No, it's for the person who just loves the character in general. Like, you can't tell someone no.
So besides anime, manga related things, what do you normally do like on your days off to unwind and relax?
Definitely what I like to do on my days off is I love to hang out with my friends at the mall like any other person does. I like going to the beach too. I hike sometimes, but I also like just, sitting at home with my boyfriend, watching Game of Thrones, marathoning, and eating popcorn, getting fat. Don't worry, I'll work it off later.
All right. So you mentioned other hobbies, like, so maybe anime and manga. Like, did it lead to any other hobbies? Like you mentioned Game of Thrones.
Um, so some of the hobbies that got led to from cosplaying and from anime actually was a lot of martial arts stuff. Especially when I started getting into more like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto. I was very in love with the whole martial arts aspect of just, training your body to do something that is greater than yourself.
Hmm. And other parts of life, like not just for cosplay and hobby, like do you have like any plans for that as well?
I will definitely continue cosplaying for many years to come. Um, but honestly, just from here, I only want to, just keep on making my cosplays and just stepping it up every single time. So I guess one day I'm probably going to have mechanic wings. I'm going to have like a floating tail somewhere. I don't know. I'm crazy like that.
Wow, going into more difficult crafts for cosplay, like do you feel that balances well with your other aspects of like family, work, school? Like could you tell us about those parts of life outside of your hobbies?
Okay, definitely. So currently, right now, I am a student at UH. I am studying elementary early education, and I'm going to be getting my bachelor's very soon, within the next 2 years. Right after that, I'm actually planning to get my master's in counseling at Chaminade. So I'm very excited, and I just can't wait to see what the future holds for me, especially to work with kids who need so much help in their lives right now.
All right. So you mentioned a lot of supportive friends in your anime community and also your circle of friends, but would your family say that they're supportive of you and your hobbies like cosplay and anime?
Okay. So what's kind of interesting about that is my family actually does not fully support me cosplaying. I find that a little heartbreaking, but to a point, they see that how much I am in love with cosplay and how much it has impacted my life personally. There is times where I can actually bond with my dad over it, and it makes me so happy. When I was working with the Warbler, like I was saying, I actually did not buy my own heat gun. My dad actually bought me my first heat gun, and it's a digital heat gun, and it just means so much to me, especially when he saw me working at like 12 a.m., just like heat gunning on the table, just like, what are you doing? Making an arm guard. Yeah. So definitely, I loved bonding with my dad over it.
That's good that they're still accepting it. And like, since you're so passionate about it, like, do you have any other like series that you're following recently right now for anime or any other entertaining things? Since they might have not have been so supportive, but they're coming to accept it as a part of you. What are you currently following in anime right now?
Currently, what I'm following in anime is actually I just started Steins Gate again because I kind of like I was just okay, I can watch it. Got too busy and then not watching it. I was like, uh-oh. And I'm actually watching a new series from this season, Owari no Seraph. I plan to cosplay from that with my with my boyfriend and my other friends. So I'm very excited to start working on that cosplay.
All right. So actually, I also have some of your nominations over here for the people that nominated. We want Chantelle to be interviewed. Yeah. So could you do us a favor and just read these out aloud, and we could get your reaction on camera?
Oh, I get to read it?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. There's 7 of them.
Well, first things first, this is really sweet, guys. I love you so much. Okay, so anonymous number 1. Yay, Chantelle! Make more cosplay photos. That way I can tag you in them. It's great that we can nominate you to be featured on AROH. Okay. Anonymous number 2. Why didn't anyone put you up already? It's been a whole 15 minutes. I'll do it then. Someone better vote for you soon, or else I'm not gonna have a happy face. I'm going to have a mad face. Girl, you better win. I'm nominating you for this. I don't want this to take up too much of your time, so don't sweat it. Aww. Okay, so number 3. I was looking today after observing some cute people from QuaiCon and was reminded of something more than just cute. I came up with these questions. Why you would admire someone who is strong? Why not someone elegant? So since when someone so high, maybe out of my league of being a friend, has anything to do with friendships? Since when the word league became more important than friendship? Since when people start connecting each other the way they start, and not just through auto teaming on League of Legends? Did everyone forget no one's perfect? Did they forget sometimes you can't always get what you desire, but you see those who fight with their life to do so? Don't you think the difference one makes in the friendship with their passion is more fun and adventurous? Is it only me that thinks of you who may be elegant and go-getter, a friend, a comrade, and the different one who makes life adventurous? I hope it's many people as the votes come onto the page because I feel you're truly worthy of this nomination. Okay, that one really, oh my gosh, I'm like tearing up a little. Chantelle, you are so talented in cosplay. Even though I grew up with her, I'm still amazed at how far she keeps going. I'm sure her friends already know and I certainly already know all the reasons why I'm inspired from her. She is like a little sister to me, and I couldn't be more proud of her. Oh my gosh, I'm actually crying. I'm sorry. She rocked this past con, and I want to nominate my friend Chantelle for the Closer to Comedian interviews of AROH. I know she'll do great. Why is that a shell? I'm always happy to call her my friend. Throughout the years, things have been bumpy. Sometimes we've even been too busy to hang out. But we both remember that's what makes us friends. For many years to come, our friendship will grow, and she'll always continue to grow. She will just continue to become even more beautiful inside and out, and to show everyone her awesomeness. I'm sorry, I'm actually really crying.
The ducks are cheering you on right now.
I'm not the most outspoken outspoken person in the crowd, but I felt I needed to voice my opinion. It isn't often that I say things like this, but I want to thank you for being such a good person. You're always an inspiration to my life when I'm down, always showing that you can push when life gets hard, and always ready to pose for a cosplay shoot with renewed energy. You're one of the most inspirational people in my life, and it hits a chord that you're also on the windward side. When I think that there isn't anything to do, I always think about how you don't take that feeling, but you go out and make your own fun thing to do. I appreciate all the things that you do. You inspire me to get out of my shell and take a stronger step in taking back my life. Aw.
Last two.
Oh my gosh. I really am like crying, guys. I'm so sorry that you have to see me like this. It just makes me human, right? Okay, so this is number 6. In all honesty, I didn't know who you were until I met you at con. I had a preconceived idea that you were a snob, show-off, impolite, ego nerd. But as I saw you in your Black Widow outfit, talking to people, treating friends nicely, and having a real fun time, it made me think twice about the cosplayer that I saw standing there. I was confused. Your vibe was like-minded people is amazing in your chemistry to turn even some of the gloomiest people to a smile. You seem to draw a lot of people to you, regardless of your good looks, but I think they all saw something special with you. Maybe many people I talked to since then have said you quietly impacted their lives. I even changed my mind about my preconceptions about you. My thoughts quickly shifted from a pessimist to an optimist for the otaku community. I started working on a Sailor Mars outfit and started pouring every ounce of free time into making the quality cosplay again thanks to you. This is why I would like to nominate you for the AROH poll for community interviews. You changed my mind from not liking you to loving everything you stand for. See you at KawaiCon 2015. Okay, this is the last one. Wow, guys, I really am touched by this. You really have no idea. So this is the last one. It says, "Hello, Miss Chantelle. You are so pretty and nice. I wanted to turn this in to nominate you. My mommy says you're nice, and we both really want to see your interview. I agree since you smile and don't look mad. We both think you are really creative and do what's right. I don't have many people I can look up to, but in the hours that I took a photo of, I want to be an otaku geek. My mom thinks you're going to be the Hawaii version of Yaya from the TV show we watch Heroes of Cosplay. Keep on making really pretty things, Miss Chantelle." Aww. Can I keep these? I love them.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, we just can't find out who they are. Yeah, so I'll just leave that anonymous for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Can I just say something though really quick for them?
Yeah, go ahead. They want to know.
Thank you guys so much. I honestly did not know how much I impacted the community, and I'm so proud that I inspire so many of you, and all I want to tell you guys is just keep on doing what you love. I support you 100%, and if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here to listen. Thank you so much for nominating me, and thank you just for showing me that I am very important to the community, and I love you all so much. Wow, I really am tearing up. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. We wanted to know about you. This is part of coming closer to the community. And yeah, so it doesn't sound like you're some kind of awesome slice of life anime character. I mean, like, going into dance, you already have your future set for like master's degree, like you're working towards that, maintaining your relationships with family, friends, significant others, and balancing all of your hobbies together. What's your real name so we know that, you're not some superhero that's just like, oh, I could do everything.
I am just Chantelle. There's nothing to really say much more about that. I am just an ordinary girl who just wanted to have the dream of definitely changing someone's life, and just to think that I did that through cosplay so far, I I think only from here is just to go up and just to start flying now.
All right. Do you have any? I know you mentioned one of your cosplay names. Is that your only other alias? Do you want to like list them out so people could follow you, maybe on Facebook, Twitter, whichever ones?
Oh gosh, I actually don't have Twitter. I need to get that. I need to get on these social media, guys. I'm sorry. But definitely I do have a Facebook page. It's called Misaki Tsukimi Cosplay. I can definitely give you guys a link. I'm actually maybe going through a name change right now. Because, 5 to 6 years, maybe I need a name change. But definitely my alias will always be Misaki, especially since she's a anime character that was very close to my heart when I started watching that anime. Kaicho wa maid-sama.
All right. Do you have any other people you want to promote? Like maybe thanks to people helping support you for videography.
Yes, I'd love to definitely thank my videographer Anthony Castro, who's actually behind the camera right now. He's been with me through thick and thin, and he's always there. He's like my second dad, basically. I also have like all my photographers to thank: Zara Lee Win, Adept Photography, Barrett Ishida, just all you guys. Oh, and Chris Clock, Panda. I can't never forget about you. I love you guys so much. You guys always inspire me to be the best person that I can possibly be. I'd also love to shout out to my cosplay senpais and my cos friends. Definitely Kim Ma. Thank you so much for helping me through all my endless questions. Thank you, Monet, Amber, Taka, Hisako, Joshua, just you guys. Oh, and Archer especially. Archer always has to deal with me. But I can't thank you guys enough. And just for giving me all the experiences and tools that I can use for the future. I know that I'm gonna grow up to be such a beautiful and strong woman thanks to all of you guys. Yeah, so thank you so much, Nico.
No problem. It's what everyone wanted, and we were all curious too. So thanks again for taking the time out to hear your Coming to Closer community segment with Chantelle and Anthony. Thank you again for videographing. Okay, that's all, and we'll see you soon with more Coming Closer to the community and other news from AROH. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.